Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Condors and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The light blue and white of Kenan Stadium. Players of past years have been so strong there, trying to rebuild that school spirit in Chapel Hill. 50,000 strong at Kenan Stadium hope to get this season off to a great start. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Condors kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tar Heels offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
Man, you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that's scarce. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds, marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game. The offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And it'll be the Condors will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. You just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He breaks a tackle.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback will keep it. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Condors line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy QB will look for early and often in this game.
The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Trying the left side. Got a little grass. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, in a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this third down.
It'll be third and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got...
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snags it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UNC!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's King. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. To say this has been a slow... is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And it'll be the Condors decide to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
Breaks into the open. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the well. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the right. Thrust that arm out. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. A little screen to the running back. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught! Big gets it in! Touchdown, Tar Heels!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The Condors will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open, and as a result, it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Shows him the stiff arm. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Got the quick pass. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the wideout. Looking to fire. Back's got it. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Edwards. Under fire. Nice move to keep running. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got the back in the middle. Touchdown, UNC! his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Condors head coach. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the third quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the third. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Maybe some room here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
There he goes. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Under fire. Can't find his man as he took it. Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The RPO, it's complete. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Bright. Unleashes one. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Doug.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Schiff. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Wideout trying to get in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to pass. It's right. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And it'll be the Condors send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the North Carolina sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Off the play fake. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing.
Turning it on. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Release to the back. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him,
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And for starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed. tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Condors make their way onto the field to open. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it on the counter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. Thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the...
Makes the grab in their space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Gain of 22.
The Condors, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Handoff to the single back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
They'll go right back to it. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UNC! He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Condors make their way onto the field to open this drive. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Here comes the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, and And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle, man. They need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Back open in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense up.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Good timing on the quick out. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Shipp. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes a catch. Open space at the 25. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Tight end now in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. To the air, it's Edwards. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.